good? What's good? What's good? I'm cleaning the bike up, so you can do a little waterless cleanup. A little waterless cleanup. Gotta keep this baby cleaned up. How many of y'all still mad, huh? How many of y'all still mad? Woo! Yo, what's good? We just cleaning the bike up. If y'all ain't got this, I don't know what y'all tripping on. Y'all need to get some of this. I was going to pull out the bike and do like a foam wash and all that stuff, but it's hot as hell, man. And I'm just like, damn, I just don't feel like doing it. Yo, what's good? Cowgirl, what's going on? Whoa, that bike is at? Oh, this is a Gixxer 1000, 2023. I'll give you a little, let's see if I can give you a little look real quick. Hold up. Turn this bad boy around. Yeah, this is 2023. Trying to get it clean. Trying to get it clean for a little bit, for a second. Yo, what's going on, Try Me? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, it ain't even on yet, man. I'm cleaning it up. I'll turn it on once I'm done. But I was gonna use some of this and like spray foam it, but with the Canon. But I decided, I was like, it's too hot, man. So we're just gonna use this dip armor, waterless wash. This waterless wash is pretty good. If y'all ain't got none, y'all better get some, because this stuff is good. It's good. It is good. I hear a moto, bro. I hear another moto, bro. 2 wheels. You got some boys over there on the hogs over there. Yeah, we're getting it cleaned up because we're gonna go ride after this. Go ride and get it in. The weather is nice, man. It's a little warm, but it's not as hot as it was yesterday. Yesterday it was like 95 or some shit like that. So it's crazy. With this dip armor, you gotta be really, really thorough. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. How many of y'all were mad, man? I know a lot of people got pissed off at that video I put out, so. So you always wanted to ride a bike when I'm old enough. It's been a dream. Do you have any tips? You should know for your first bike. I would say if you're gonna do it like a sport bike, I would say probably. I would probably get. Well, it depends on where you're at too. Are you in the country? What country are you in? Are you in America or are you in a different country? If you're here in America, I would say probably brand new. If you want to get a sport bike, I'd probably start off with like an R3. Yeah, I'd probably start off like an R3. But ideally, I would probably say go. If you know you're going to keep the bike for a little while, I'd probably say as a new rider, everything feels fast for about 6 months. If you start off that low, if you start off with like a 300, you're gonna be probably very used to it after about 6 months, and you're probably gonna want something bigger. So with that in mind, I'd probably go with like maybe something like a 450, a CF Moto 450 SS. Oh, you're gonna go for a Harley. For a Harley, I would say grab new Sportster. Since they don't make the older Sportsters anymore. I had the Sportster 48. If you look back on the channel, I had my Sportster 48 forever. I love that bike. I would say definitely go for a Sportster or a Nyster. They're really, really good. They're really, really good, especially with the new engines. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. If you want to go Harley, just be prepared because Harley is expensive. All right. Nothing cheap about Harley. Let me tell you that right now. If you're not going to do the work yourself, you're going to be paying about, I think usually all Harley dealerships charge about $150 to $175 an hour, just depending on where you're in the country. If you're in California, it's probably going to be like $200 an hour. Yeah, it's going to be, maintenance on those things are expensive because the techs, they pay the techs pretty well. So like I said, just about like the standard flat fee for any Harley dealership is usually about $150 an hour. So whether you take your bike in to get it, get a exhaust put on or anything like that, just know that you're gonna be paying at least $150 an hour. It's expensive. You're in South Carolina, unless you got the hookup, that's usually what ends up happening. I found that out kind of the hard way. But I will say I didn't need much maintenance, and I ended up doing a lot of the stuff myself, oil changes, things like that. Saves you a whole bunch of money. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, look into Indian. Look into getting an Indian. I would definitely look into getting a sport bobber. I think they look take a look at them. I don't know. It depends on your taste, but for me, when I do get another cruiser, I'm probably going to go with Indian. I'm not going to go with Harley Davidson again. Yeah, I'm not going to go with Harley Davidson again. I'll go with Indian, more than likely. I like the Scout bobbers, but I think I'll probably get something a little bigger this time. So I'm not sure. I might get a Chieftain or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But the Scout bobbers do look good. What is the, I think it's the Indian. It's like the XR or something like that. I know Nicky Boy Toys has one from MBT Clothing. He just bought like an XR. That thing looks so freaking crazy. I think it's an XR. I could be, I'm not too familiar with all the models, but I know the Sportster bobber or whatever they call it. It's dope. It looks really, really cool. Cool engine, cool styling. Man, they just look really, really good. But yeah, for me, if I'm going for another cruiser, it's probably gonna be Indian. One thing I do not like about these sport bikes, man, they cost so much damn money. And guess what? The paint is Scheiße. That's shit in German. The paint is shit. It's like so soft. The paint is so soft, man. It's crazy. They didn't put a lot of money into the paint. I can tell you that. Like with this Texas weather, this paint, man, especially right here around the tank, where you usually are sitting the most and putting your hands all over the most, you can tell it starts to get really, really thin. I know some people get their bikes PPF'd and all that, but I don't know, man. I think at some point I'll probably get this thing repainted. Custom paint job. I've been thinking about doing a dip your car on the bike since I've done it on my other bikes. And I just don't want to go through all that. Yeah. Now I gotta get this damn undertail. This undertail is so dirty. Oh, thanks for the tips. I appreciate it. We do daily content here and daily content on Instagram as well. So new videos, probably multiple videos a day over there on Instagram, you might see. And then, like I said, I'll upload daily here. That is the challenge. That is the challenge that I set for myself this year, is to upload daily, right? We're gonna see how the channel does. I don't know how many supporters we'll get that will subscribe. I don't know, and I don't care. I just like making content, and I love motorcycles. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, definitely not a lot of content creators are doing that. That's for sure. Clean off this M4. M4 is dirty. It's dirty. We ain't got no baffle in there, boy. That boy be screaming. This thing be screaming. This thing be screaming. Oh yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I have fun on this thing, man, a lot. I don't ride it super hard, but I'll leave that to the other guys on YouTube who like to go 190 miles plus. I'll let them ride hard, man. And but we do get on it. I do get on it. I definitely do get on it. I just pick and choose my times when I want to get on it. As far as like speed. license plate dirty. This bad boy is dirty today. She is dirty. I just been neglecting her. I've been like riding around, and I have not been washing her properly, but man, I kind of hate. That's the only thing I kind of hate about this spray. I can never tell if it's my paint or if it's the damn dip armor, man. The shine armor. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it when you don't want to put the water on there, man. Again, I would always suggest people, you know, if you have the time. I know that we like to sometimes ride to the, ride to the car wash and wash these up. But if you got one of these, I got one of those there. All right. You got one of these and you got a gun right there. You got one of these and a gun, man. You're good. You can power wash your own stuff at home, and I usually do, but like I said, it's so hot. I don't even want to deal with it. So we're just going to do a waterless wipe on this thing. And then should be good to go for later. I don't know, unless I just have a pet peeve. Sometimes I love this stuff. It just depends on how you apply it. You just gotta apply it really good. But it looks pretty good. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Got the Renthal grips on there. I like these. I actually like these. They're very grippy. They're not sticky, unless you're just out in the heat for a very long time. But yeah, for the most part, it's good. It's good to go. So, got that Litex there. Oh, you know what I forgot to wipe down? Wipe down the fender. Yeah, that front fender is dirty. That should need some water, I can tell you that. Yeah, buddy. I'm loving it though, man. This bike is fun. Very, very fun. It's a fun bike. I think at some point I am going to put a little bit of carbon fiber. I've been thinking about carbon fiber cowl there. Maybe a carbon fiber front fender. Definitely need a back fender. As you can see, the under, if you don't carry a back fender, if you don't carry a back fender on this bike, man, it will literally, this entire underside will just always be dirty. Always. Don't matter what you do to it. It's always gonna be dirty. So I need to get a fender for back there. You do got some goodies if you are paying attention to the Instagram. We did get some goodies. We're gonna be changing this out. We're gonna be changing this out pretty soon. We are going with the new sprocket and chain. 525 is going to be going off. I don't ride the bike super hard, so we're going to be going with a 520 conversion. I'm going 2 up in the rear. Well, I don't know. I'm going to keep that a little secret. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, we're going 2 up in the rear. Staying stock front sprocket. Just going 520. Bump it up 2 in the rear, and we'll see what happens, man. We'll see how the bike reacts. How it rides after that. I just want to get a little more pep in the step. Not necessarily too worried about super top speed, but definitely want it to feel a little quicker, especially when I'm racing them BMW boys out there. They're racing the BMW boys, or we're hitting the twisties, one of those. But yeah, what's everybody up to? What's everybody up to? It's a slow Tuesday. It's a slow Tuesday. Yeah, it's a slow Tuesday. Let me go get the key. Yay. Well, that's probably backwards for y'all, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all let me show y'all. Let's start it up real quick first. I'm about to say it's heavy. I forgot I put gas in the thing. I'm always telling you guys to block your speedo blur your speedo, what I'm always telling you to do, what I set up now, it blocks the speedometer. I can still see it when I'm riding because all I gotta do is like lean up or lean to the side, catch it. But from my perspective, from my GoPro, whatever it is I'm using, you can't see that. That is the rear view camera. Yo. Damn. Anyways, but like I was saying, let me show you. So now every time I'm always telling you guys, like when I start saying blur your speedometer, man. This is the cockpit view that you're gonna get. Right, so if you're watching some of the videos, especially if you're on Instagram, you're gonna see a lot of the new stuff on the bike and just like new stuff in general, because that stuff is like, Instagram to me is like, it's keeping up like with the dailies versus YouTube, the way I have it set up. YouTube's set up right now for longevity, for consistency. So regular videos all the time until you get caught up, and then with some new stuff sprinkled here and there. But if you see this setup, you've probably seen this in different videos where it was like located down here, and then I relocated it back up here, and it blocks it out just fine. I love it. And like I said, you got to go way over there just to see it. And you know, we can talk about that as well. Anyway, so I don't know if you guys watch Unknown Rider from, I don't know, I think he's in Dallas. He's either in Dallas or Houston. Every time I'm watching this stuff, I always feel like he's in Houston because I'm from Houston. I'm not in Houston right now, obviously, but if you guys watch him, he was talking a lot about monetization. He was also talking about shit. Let me pop this chair open real quick. Yeah, but if you watch Unknown Rider, he just released a video not too long ago, and he was talking about monetization and how a lot of his videos get demonetized, get flagged. And I was kind of surprised, but I think it was a good video. I'm glad he was kind of transparent about it. But, you know, he was saying a lot, you know, basically a lot of his videos get demonetized when he's like lane splitting or speeding in traffic. Like if there's like a lot of traffic around him and stuff like that, and he's like going in and out. A lot of his stuff gets demonetized like that. And he was basically saying, like, you know, if you're doing wheelies and whatnot, he was saying that a lot of the videos that don't get demonetized, the videos that do well, is when he has like a backpack on or something, or if he's just cruising. And a lot of what we do here on this channel, a lot of what I do is cruising. Again, it's very, very, it's a very telling sign that a lot of people that are not speeding per se, but going reckless, like what I would call reckless speeding, 130 plus, 40 plus, like just ripping down the highways and stuff, a lot of those videos get demonetized. And I think you're gonna see a flux in these channels, the bigger channels that do a lot of that stuff, kind of like Ghost Rider does. You know, he's made it pretty clear that he's trying his best to stay within the regulations, even though that's not what people really want to see. But at the same time, he gets paid. So when his videos that he said he has like a backlog of like 2 months of videos, but he doesn't really want to post it because he already knows it's going to get demonetized. So he doesn't even really want to post it. So I think people are in a limbo right now trying to figure out what they can do with their content that is quote unquote reckless, and figure out a way to get paid from it. He was saying that he's going to do a face reveal soon, or that he wants to, but he doesn't want to. And to me, what that sounds like to me, honestly, and that's absolutely no hate to him. But what it sounds like to me is that he's realizing that YouTube is the algorithm for motovlogging is changing for the Go Fast boys, and he wants to be able to reveal his face. Hey, he has over 100,000 subscribers, you know, being faceless. But I think he's trying to transition into being more compliant, and showing your face is one of those, because if you're going to connect with the audience on a deeper level, you want to be able to show your face. You want to have them know who you are, so to speak. You know what I mean? And with that comes great responsibility, because you don't want to be reckless, too reckless. You know what I mean? And then end up like you know, kind of like Jigsaw Bruh, S1K Rocket being the most recent. D Gon Ride, he showed his face a lot too, but I think the reason why he's going to be moving in that direction is because he wants to be able to probably put out some merch to kind of make up for the demonetization. And that's kind of like what everybody is doing right now that are kind of big. They're all pushing merch really, really hard. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I've seen some dope merch. I've seen some dope ass merch, man. They got some really cool stuff. I love it. Being a business owner myself, and selling online retail clothing and stuff like that, they've got some really cool. They got some really cool designs, some really cool merch for sure. But what I'm saying is that you're gonna see the pivot. You're gonna see a pivot, and the pivot's gonna be a lot of these guys are gonna be switching more to selling. You know what I mean? To selling the merch, because they have to. They got to make up for that monetization. You know what I mean? Like, these guys got a ton of subscribers, and I don't think a lot of people understand how much money you can stand to make when you have a big cult following like that, which is amazing. You know, imagine doing that for 6 months with 100,000+ subscribers that are actively watching your videos, and you're getting thousands and thousands of views. The YouTube payout can be huge. So once you get used to that, and then all of a sudden you start giving people more and more reckless, like, kind of content, exciting content, I would say, the more you run the risk of getting your stuff blocked and stuff like that. And it's no fun, you know what I mean? It's no fun. And, you know, you got to kind of be smart, you know what I mean? You got to kind of be smart. And I think that a lot of people are trying to figure out how to be smarter. And like I said, the smartest thing that you can do, obviously it's not going to completely save your channel, right? It's not going to completely save your channel by just blocking out your speedometer, right? Or blurring it out. That's only like half the battle. It's the type of riding that you do. So it's going to be, the things that are going to get you demonetized are going to be, obviously, speeding, you know, not blocking your speedometer. Other things are going to be like lane splitting. That is a big one. I don't know how the YouTube algorithm figures that out. I think they kind of have everybody in a blanket Even if you're in a state that does allow lane splitting, I think they still just flag it. And then wheelies and like stunts. If your footage doesn't look like it's on a closed private property, it's probably gonna get, and you're doing wheelies and stuff, it's gonna get flagged. And that's why you see like videos like these guys coming out. Like I think Fastlane posted one, Fast Flow KC posted up some, was like, hey, just giving y'all pure entertainment. This video is not gonna be monetized, kind of thing. That's because they already know what they're gonna be doing is gonna get demonetized immediately. So, you know, just gotta be smarter, man. Just gotta be smarter. And that's it. What's going on, man?
I decided to sign up for the spelling bee.
Whoa, that's a whole bunch.
I don't know if they're asking us all of those questions.
No, they're probably just gonna pick some though.
Mr. Bella said he's gonna be a judge.
Oh, cool. So we're gonna have to start working on these then. We'll probably do like 10 a day. Just kind of like what you do right now. Here. I'm almost done with this line and I'll be back in time. But yeah, unknown rider. Like I said, he definitely put out some good information, man. I don't know, man. I just don't see. Well, he did say something that was pretty interesting. He did say that he doesn't mind cruising, you know, going the speed limit or just speeding, but cruising. That's kind of what I do. I just cruise, man. But he was saying, like, you know, I bought a leader bike to go fast, you know, faster than the speed limit to speed, you know. So it's kind of the risk you got to take when you're riding one of these bikes, man. When you're riding one of these leader bikes, man, you just gotta take it with a grain of salt, man. You gotta take it with a grain of salt. It's so easy to, it's very, very easy to speed on these things, dude. Did you hear it? Of course it's easy to speed on these, man. It's a leader bike. These things want to go fast. These things love to go fast. These things... This is a MotoGP bike. It's a MotoGP bike. But what I love about the Suzuki is that you can just cruise it and go fast when you want. And just remember, man, if you're trying to build something, just remember, you can go fast when you want to. You don't have to go fast all the time for the camera. That's honestly what I've been trying to tell people. You don't have to go fast just for the camera. You know, going fast comes with consequences. When you get a ticket, like I already got a ticket before, when you get a ticket, you know, unless you're, you know, getting money, like monetize and stuff like that, the ticket ain't gonna mean shit. You know what I mean? You can pay that, whatever. But, I mean, I don't know, man. I think people kind of take things out of context. And just because you're on a leader bike doesn't mean you gotta break the law. Just go fast and chill, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what I usually end up doing, honestly what I do is I get on the road and depending on where I'm riding, for the most part, I swim with the traffic, man. Or I swim with the, I just follow the rules of the road, man. I coast and I go fast when I want to go fast, and then I slow down, I blend in with the traffic, and when I want to go fast, boom, I go fast again. You know what I mean? Like I'm always trying to be aware of my surroundings. Am I perfect? Hell no. Like I said, I already got a ticket. You know what I mean? I already got a ticket, so I just don't want it to seem like me harping on Like on S1K Rocket, for example, I don't want that to seem like it's a contradiction, because there's a difference between speeding, in my opinion, and reckless speeding. To me, speeding is when you're on the highway, which is like here in Texas, 75 miles an hour, right? To me, speeding, like the cop told me, is, I don't care if you're going 5-6 miles an hour over the speed limit. I don't care about that. But when you're going 10 miles an hour, that's speeding. Reckless speeding, if you can think about it now, is going in excess of 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 190 miles an hour. That's reckless speeding. That's the kind of speeding that you're gonna go to jail for. That's the kind of speeding that, you know, you're well beyond the threshold of killing yourself and somebody else. I don't condone it, but it is fun, right? It is fun. And these bikes, the leader bikes, the 1000cc bikes, are more than capable of doing that in a matter of seconds, right? So I just don't want people to get twisted. Go fast, go fun, have fun. Just realize that, just ride smarter. Realize when and where you can go fast. And then it all depends on the people that you are riding with as well. So if you ride with a bunch of people that are always just balls to the wall, your chances are that you're going to be a fast boy, man. You're gonna always want to go fast. And like I said, man, there's nothing wrong with it. Just pick and choose the right times. No, you know what I mean? Read the room or read the road. I should say that. Read the road. You know, find out the times in your area where the highways aren't super packed. You know what I mean? Find out when the times where your local streets are not super packed. I would never suggest just like reckless speeding inside the inner cities, you know, going from light to light. This is why I do a lot of highway riding, because it's open road. And usually, like I said, cops, man, here, they don't necessarily bother you on a sport bike. I don't necessarily get bothered. Do I get followed sometimes, or do they, you know, yes, of course, they do that because they're hoping that you're going to do something stupid, like just drop a gear and just disappear and just take off. That's what they kind of want you to do. They try to bait you a lot. Cops usually try to bait you a lot. And honestly, sometimes what I've encountered, like if I were to stop or something like that, get gas or something, usually what I encounter from cops is that they either try to catch up to you, honestly, just to see if they can see your plate, and they'll just keep up with you to run your plate, just to see if you have any warrants or anything like that. And usually if you do, they're going to stop you. But honestly, sometimes it's cops who ride, and they're just like, damn, what kind of bike is that? And they're just checking you out. That's it. That's really it. People sometimes just freak out for no reason, dude. I don't understand why people freak out for no reason sometimes when they're on a bike, and they just, I don't know, something about sport bikes makes people, and I can't just say sport bikes. It's going to be Harleys too, like cruisers too. I don't know, man. It's just usually the guys that are on the Harleys and stuff, they're wearing cuts. Those are the guys that, you know, they don't give a shit about whatever. But riding a sport bike definitely does put a spirit on you. And that spirit, for most people, is like an outlaw spirit. And so you just get on this thing and you just feel like you create your own rules. To hell with the rules of the road. Like you're just gonna do you, and it usually don't end up that well, man. I just be telling people, like, what, with tickets being so expensive, dude, like you're almost, like, depending on how fast you be going, you're almost paying, if you get stopped going 120 miles plus, man, you're risking going to jail unless they're cool, but at that very least, even if they write you that ticket for going like 120. Bruh, that's like paying your rent twice. That's literally like paying your rent. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, you know, I don't have that mindset when I jump on my bike that I want to pay somebody's rent today. You know what I mean? I just get on my bike and I'm like, hey, I'm going to get on the road and warm these tires up. And I'm just going to get on it. I'm going to find a good spot, read the road, and then, you know, let it go, man. Let it go sometimes. But when I do speed, I'm not speeding for my entire ride. I'm not getting on the freeway and then just pinning that thing and acting like the highway is my MotoGP track. You know, just be a little smarter, guys. Just be smarter, and that's all. I know, I don't remember what the guy's name was. It's like Chappie or something like that. I don't know. Somebody had posted up and said that he thinks his channel's annoying. But because I don't ride the bike hard. That's his opinion. I openly say I don't ride the bike hard. Yo, what's going on, Crime Wave? I openly say I don't ride the bike hard all the time. It's just that usually when I do ride the bike hard, I don't necessarily post it, and that's all kind of in preparation to getting monetized too. I want to build up a good habit before I get monetized to know what I should and shouldn't be doing, right? Not necessarily should and shouldn't be doing, but what YouTube will and will not monetize. People will be surprised, but I think usually when you play kind of safe, yeah, you're gonna be all right. But anyways, that's it. You know, that is it. We're gonna ride soon. We're gonna go ride. It's nice out. Sun's out, guns out. All right, I'll catch y'all in a little bit. Peace.